ladies and gentlemen.
Another upset, Chris.
Krzysztof to throw
Not
first.
for me.
Game on!
He's made 4 quarterfinals already this year. Ratajski. Very, very solid player indeed.
59.
Statistically, this year on the Pro Tour, the 9th best player, with a running average of just over 97. Over 68 matches.
95.
Over 47 matches on the floor. Zonneveld, 7 points adrift of that, averaging a smidge over 90. Which is still very, very good, but at the moment, Ratajski has gears that Zonneveld is yet to find in his career.
40.
Yeah, the pressure and the weight of expectation.
Yes.
I think Alan made a really good point as well during the build-up at the start of the programme. Although the crowd will be firmly behind Zonneveld, it will be a lot quieter. The atmosphere will be less frenetic, and Zonneveld responded, didn't he? He had that magic spell against Gary Anderson. And to be fair, Anderson didn't do too much wrong, but Zonneveld's finishing was just too good in the end.
Well, the odds compilers don't give Zonneveld too much chance, but they didn't, as you said, against Gary. Ratajski's priced at 2-7, 11-4 for this man as he piles in his first max of the match.
Well, there's the pressure on Krzysztof Ratajski. 1 dart, double 16.
30.
Well, Zonneveld has earned the right here. He was really good on tops against Anderson.
It's key to victory against Anderson was the doubling.
Krzysztof, you require 32.
Chance. If you're going to win a quarter-final in a big TV event, you have to take those chances.
Game shot in the first leg.
And that's why.
Ratajski's second leg, Niels.
Let's hope it doesn't deflate him too much. Zonneveld, doesn't look like it, does it?
140.
The top half of the draw is wide open now, isn't it? Either Ratajski, Zonneveld, Vandenberg or Huybrechts will be in the World Series finals. The big one later on tonight in Amsterdam.
Early in the match against Chisnall, Zonneveld missed a couple of doubles, but then really did pick that up. Ended up with a strike rate of 6 from 16 on the doubles.
59.
And then against Gary Anderson, he was at 50%, 6 from 12, and those back-to-back ton plus finishes. He took the 101 out in leg 1, didn't he? And then that wonderful 120. And then finish it off with the 102.
Well, that 9th leg, that was the match winner, the 120. Anderson missed 1 dart to go 5-4 up on throw, and I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 times out of 10 would have fancied coming back, but yeah, 120 then 102 to win it.
81.
Good to see new breed of Dutch players coming through. Zonneveld has a tour card again for next year.
16.
Yeah, that's the most important thing in the early stages of your career, is just retaining that tour card to constantly be playing at that level
125.
and against that level of opponents.
So to level up this first quarter-final. Very good leg from Niels Zonneveld.
Third leg, Krzysztof to throw first. Game on.
Third meeting between the two. Played last year in the Players' Championship and the year before in the Austrian Darts Open qualifiers. 1 win apiece.
The most important thing for Zonneveld.
Holding on to him early, I think.
Yeah. He
95.
has the game. But Ratajski just did a professional job against Fallon Sherrick.
90.
Fallon missed a chance, didn't she, to break in the opening leg, and that may well have set a different tone to the game. But Ratajski just got on with it.
60.
I must have said, two great games coming up, well, three great games coming up. The all-Belgian battle, Huybrechts and Vandenberg.
171.
Brilliant 171 from the pole. And then the Welsh clash between Clayton and Price. And then the grudge match between Van Gerwen and King. What about Sunday afternoon lineup at the World Series finals?
$54.
When I was mentioning levels, the last 10 averages for Zonneveld, his highest was 94.78.
Krzysztof Ratajski, full flag, Niels to throw first. Game on.
By comparison, in the last 10 for Krzysztof, he's had
16.
8 over 98. All about levels.
59.
Yeah, won 2 games at last year's UK Open.
60.
Zonneveld got to the World Championship, lost to William O'Connor. Disappointing, I think it was 3-0 if memory serves me. 12 months ago or so. They've still got some work to do to qualify for this year's World Championship.
There's only 3 Players' Championship left.
All coming up next week, and he's about £1,700 behind.
There is also a PDPA member qualifier as well, so he will get a final bite of the cherry.
Good response from Ratajski. Won't be bothered, he hasn't left a finish, but he's put pressure on young Zonneveld here.
125.
Yeah, good darts. Another one of those. Absolutely brilliant. To leave double 14, so first time that there's been real pressure here on the throw. And another. So to break, Ratajski looking at double 14. Sometimes his Achilles heel. It's superb on clutch finishing, but quite often Ratajski with 3 in hand, it's the weak link in his game.
20. Krzysztof, you require 14.
Apparently you could say the same as Zonneveld.
He gets another opportunity to get our first break of throw. He does. Back-to-back legs for Ratajski.
Fifth leg, Krzysztof to throw first.
Well, it could be important. Could be important. We felt that Zonneveld had to start really well.
I agree.
100.
Those darts he missed there to hole throw, and of course the 2 darts he had in the opening leg to break throw.
Gained so much experience in the past 4 years, winning the World Masters in 2017. He really has found new levels of performance.
Well, yeah, World Match Play semi-final, lost to Dimitri. World Championship quarter-final, lost to Bunting. UK Open quarter-final, lost to Van Gerwen. World Grand Prix quarter-final, lost to Clayton. So however good, however good and consistent he is, he's still got another level or two on that ladder to climb.
But he's losing to elite and proven winners.
But that's what he wants to become.
Yeah.
And to become that, he has to beat them.
Well, he's beaten them all at one stage or another. He's just got to do it in a week or nearly 3 weeks for the Worlds, isn't it?
And another. Well, the same equation here for young Niels Zonneveld.
48 here for 32.
104.
24 for 56. Will he be back? He will.
Krzysztof, you require 56.
So for a big lead at the first break.
Game shown the fifth
There we
leg.
go.
Krzysztof.
Quarterfinals afternoon in Amsterdam at the World Series Finals. Gerwin Price, the defending champ. He's coming up a little later on against Johnny Clayton. We've got Kim Huybrechts taking on Dimitri van den Berg, and then to round off the afternoon's entertainment, Michael van Gerwen facing off against his old adversary, Mervyn King. But Niels Zonneveld, the 23-year-old Dutchman, who has already won 7 matches
28.
to reach this stage, 5 qualifiers, then taking out Dave Chisnall and Gary Anderson, but not going to plan so far in this quarter-final.
Krzysztof's
Want to stamp his authority all over this now.
first max. Yeah, he'll look to kick on from here.
60.
Winner of the Gibraltar Darts Trophy back in 2019. Krzysztof, look out.
Hang on a minute.
77.
We've had a few false dawns in the World Series when it's come to 9 dart attempts. But Ratajski here has left himself 1-4-4. It's another false dawn, Mace.
43.
101 though after 9, and more importantly for the poll,
43.
it looked like yet another break of throw.
101.
To leave double 16.
Game shown the sixth leg. Krzysztof
Really well done. A ripple of applause, but that was a fantastic leg. 12 darter.
Like a golf clap, that one.
Yep. For a 2-foot putt. It was a 101 finish.
134.
Needs a few more.
One right on 40. One right on 40.
Zonneveld to qualify.
One right on 31.
Had wins over Max Hopp, John Worsley, 5'4", with a 98-93 average.
27. So if you require 96.
Oh, it's a good one for double 8. That
Game
will
shown
hurt.
the seventh
Brilliant
leg.
96
Krzysztof
finish
Ratajski.
after the 101 in the leg before. And it's 5 consecutive legs now for Ratajski.
And back-to-back 12 darters.
Zonneveld started 180, 140. Look at that. Very dominant from the pole.
His highest PDC average was achieved against Mickey Mansell en route to qualifying for this event, and it was a fabulous game. I followed it on Dart Connect, and he had an average of 107.61. Mickey Mansell 105.97, and then beat the in-form Brendan Dolan in the final 5-3 with a 96.16. Well, he's going to have to replicate numbers like that, and quick.
100. $45. $99.
A long way back now for Niels Zonneveld. Family and friends, and as he said, even neighbours in the arena supporting him today. The first port of call for Zonneveld was to stop the rot after losing 5 consecutive legs. That might help.
And he's winning the 180 argument, leads that
3-1.
3-1.
Niels require 160.
Treble 20 for double 18. 3-ton plus finishes, remember, against Anderson. And that's his first of this match. Only a hold of throw. But psychologically, just stopping the rot.
$139.
You just feel, don't you, that Ratajski's got too much.
Yeah, well, the numbers suggest that. Niels sort of fluctuates between mid to low 80s and mid to low 90s with, as I said, the occasional
86.
big one. Ratajski is rock solid, unlike the trailing leg of Niels Zonneveld. A young fan, could be up there himself in 10 years or so.
Yeah, I mean, Zonneveld is still very inexperienced at this level, but the only way to get experience is to improve and to qualify for events like this and to play on the big TV stages. So
136.
Dart's very much a profession you learn on the job, because that's the only way out.
41.
And this is a chance. This is a little opportunity here. A rare pole visit from the pole.
Back-to-back 140s in a ton for Zonneveld. He wants the ball.
82. Krzysztof, you require 95.
He might go treble double here. Treble 20. To lead double 8 for another really big finish. And that's what I was talking about. I talked about it before, the clutch finishing. 95, 96, 101 in this little section. In fact, they're the finishes that are going the last 3 legs. Sometimes give him 3 clear at 1 double and he can't do it.
Spot on.
45.
His finishing at the moment is outstanding. 7 from 12, 58.33. Zonneveld's been reduced to just 8 darts at a double
96
in the whole match. Missed 2 at tops in the opener for a break of throw, then held, and then That 5-leg streak from Ratajski. That streak was won in 13, 16, 17, 12 and 12. The darts used
87
in that section of the match. It's given him a 5-leg lead.
95.
Just 3 legs away. Place in the semi-final.
Spot on the treble 19 once more.
He's averaging 98.44.
16.
And 140 would be handy. That'll still do very, very nicely.
32.
More pressure here on the Zonneveld throw.
One run on 40.
Had one match go to a decider.
He was looking for 18 for double 16, but double 18 leaves double 7.
With 14 left.
90.
Just knocked him out of kilter, that, didn't it? One miss for 8-2. Can Zonneveld make it 7-3? Yes, he can. So third leg for Niels. 2,500 inside the arena in Amsterdam. Most of them hoping for a Niels Zonneveld win when we got underway about half an hour ago. Trying to get the crowd going, trying to get himself going, but 7-3 down against a man who knows how to win these sort of games. Krzysztof Ratajski's finishing has been spot on so far.
Only one opportunity at a breaker throw for Zonneveld, and that was in the opening leg. A huge disparity in averages. Bit of a difference there. It's just been the more reliable of the two, and finding the big scores. Trails 3-1 in the 180 column, but Ratajski has also hit one score of 171, and also a 177 in that leg where we were briefly on a 9.
$93.
Again, finding the target with the last dart. I'll be happy with that. Perhaps disappointed he didn't fill it. The first dart was so well positioned for the way that Zonneveld's darts go into the board.
Yeah, he's got a rocking motion very similar to that. Probably not as exaggerated as John Henderson. There's definitely a lot of body movement, so the timing of that has got to be perfect because he isn't an aimer.
Unable to leave a finish, so
had a couple of wild ones like that.
yeah.
45.
Outside chance for Zonneveld.
A rare visit from Ratajski without a big treble.
84.
So is it going to be another
13.
really good finish? It's in. It is Krzysztof, yep. Crack on. That's definitely in the 13 as well.
73.
It took out 116 a couple of legs ago.
Can he better it by one?
To stay in it, you would think.
Treble 2017 tops.
Musoki required 40.
Those are the darts that he was hitting against Gary Anderson.
In shiny 11th
Not
leg,
quite going for it here
Krzysztof
against Krzysztof. Ratajski.
Niels.
8-3 it is. 2 more needed for the pole.
Will that be his second PDC televised semi-final, Stu?
Yeah, World Match Play. Because that was a ranking event in Blackpool, this isn't, but
Yeah.
as I mentioned right at the start, there is still...
Well, it's one of the 4 majors.
yeah. But the reward here, certainly for Ratajski, is a Grand Slam spot.
Absolutely. Well, that is a ranking event, and that most definitely is a major.
Gets through to the final, and that's what he achieves. A few darts to be chucked between now and then, but he'll know. It'll be at the back of his mind.
$83.
It's not happened for Zonneveld. Perhaps
Not consistently enough. That's been the trouble. There's been moments, you know, the 3-180s, the 1-1-6 out, but
46.
in between that, there's been some ordinary bits and pieces.
Yeah, I mean, without being too cruel, great expectations, but not a great performance. You know, but he'll
57.
hopefully, from his point of view, he'll gather some brilliant experience for this.
It's all about gathering the information and how did he feel, how did he prepare, what would he do different.
Great shot there.
Until you've
The
been
camera
until
and the player.
Until you've been up there and experienced it, it's, you know, it's almost impossible to comprehend. How you feel in the breaks, and you just
Krzysztof, you require 150.
Well, he has the look, Zonneveld, of a man resigned to
Yes.
his fate. They should stay there.
as we know, in this sport, it's not over until the referee says it's over.
Krzysztof, you require
To go within 1 leg of the finishing line.
Wow.
Niels, you require 52. Krzysztof, you require 40.
Kind of sums up Zonneveld's day, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's been one of those.
And there's the Ratajski Achilles heel. 3 in hand.
Yep.
He's blown it. It shouldn't make too much difference. Zonneveld clears up. Give him 3 darts and a finish, and he's been brilliant. Give him 3 darts at 1 target, and he's been awful. But he's still winning 8-4.
I think he's a little annoyed.
Those are the things that Ratajski is going to have to improve on greatly if he wants to win a big TV event.
66.
He's getting closer. As I mentioned, quarterfinals at the World Championship, the UK Open, the World Grand Prix, semi-finals at the World Match Play, but that's where it's ended.
97.
Four maximums now for Zonneveld.
As we've seen with Krzysztof, in those moments you were mentioning, he does have a tendency to have a little bit of a wobble.
97. Krzysztof, you require 102.
Trouble 14. He would have left tops. So Zonneveld for back-to-back legs. Close the gap to just 3. And his first break of throw.
Well, the crowd now getting involved.
47. Krzysztof, you require 56.
Oh. Yep, double 16, Krzysztof.
24 remaining.
Yep, double 12, 24, correct. And even more missed. This is what Ratajski didn't want. The crowd to suddenly get involved. It should have been 9-3, should have been 9-4. It's now 8-5 and Zonneveld has the darts. Ratajski's weak link coming to the fore.
A big swallow from Ratajski on the back of shot there, waiting to address the hockey.
I mentioned the crowd now involved, Chris. I mean, I think they thought it was pretty much all over, but...
Well, he silenced them, hadn't he?
Yeah. Should have been 9-3, should have been 9-4. Instead, it's 8-5.
Not a happy Halloween at the moment for Ratajski. He's having a nightmare.
That was a great shot there of someone in the crowd singing "Stand up if you love the darts," sat down. Only in Amsterdam, I guess. That's a settler for Ratajski.
Might be just what he needs. If he's this wobbly to go within 1,
16.
getting over the winning line may be a problem. Trouble 17 will leave tops. He'll probably get this.
111.
He's in trouble now, Stu. He's got 3 darts in hand.
I've got to go this time, surely, for Ratajski. But here's the pressure.
140. So you require 40. Game shown at 14th leg.
Yeah.
Krzysztof Ratajski.
Crowd just silenced enough.
15th leg. Krzysztof to
Finally,
first.
the pole throws for the match.
Yep. 14 dart break back after losing the throw in the previous leg with a 17 dart break of throw for Niels. A poor start, so an instant opportunity for Zonneveld.
1.
Sometimes you just try a little bit too hard to put your opponent away.
Just wants to get over the line now as soon as he possibly can.
125.
Little drama as possible. It's a long day of darts. Any opportunity to keep some energy in the reserves, you want to do it.
96.
Zonneveld has stolen the darts here. Leaves a finish, picking off the treble 18 as a cover. Might not get a go.
Superb from Zonneveld. That's what he was doing against Gary Anderson. Second ton plus finish here. But it's still match point. He's won 3 out of the last 4 legs, 4 out of the last 6. There are 4 legs to go. He's got to win the lot. But we've seen this happen to Ratajski on quite a few occasions in the last year.
Yep. That's when we think he is going to maybe make a final and cross the line.
99.
Comes up short. You can see the anxiety in his body language. His eyes are on stalks. See, the throw has just become a little erratic.
97.
It started
One right
in the 10th leg when he missed opportunity to go 8-2 up, then 9-3 up, then 9-4 up, and just a few little doubts creeping in.
He shouldn't be staying there. And he doesn't. Sensibly moves over to, well, he was going for the 54. The single left 167.
One right on 5.
Good darts from Zonneveld.
He's taken 20% off of his strike rate on doubles in that period you mentioned from 8-2. So 107 for the match.
Oh, he made a right mess of that, Zonneveld. Treble 17 would have given him a match start.
55.
A reprieve for Zonneveld. Maybe to get another one back.
Treble 17, 14 for tops, 1 dart in hand.
51. You saw if you require 52. Game.
Finally, Krzysztof Ratajski gets over.